So, what's the plan for today? What's the plan for today? First thing, stop me when you want. Ask anything, okay? If I can answer, I will do it for sure. And if not, maybe the police will come for me for revealing national secrets. And the thing will be to share with you the idea, the way of working of the Spanish Wushu team, and to explore some things that we do, but maybe you also do, but to share that will be good, and to have a chat with you all will be good because I'm positively thinking about sharing knowledge. It's the only way that we have to improve. And if we have that, and if we don't ask to somebody that have proof, tested these things, we are losing many points that could be good for us in the future or in the present. So we're gonna start. So stop me when you want. When we plan for the Spanish team, the way of working, it's an ecosystem. It's compounded by many people. It's not only me. It's the athletes. It's their coaches, and it's the locations where everybody is doing and performing their trainings. So when we do a plan, the main goal, even sounding too clear for us, is okay. Go to Euros, but go in shape. But yes, it's obvious. It's completely obvious. But not always we get in shape because there are injuries. So we have to go to the Euros without injuries, not injured. Okay. And even when we do all the things perfect, injuries occur. So this is for a physical trainer, for a coach, for a readaptator. Is the main goal is to get their athletes health always before, uh, in advance of their fitness. They should be healthy, and after that, they should be in shape. But if you are in shape but you are injured, we have a problem because you are not focused on the competition. You are focused on your pain. So the main thing is that the actors of all of this are, of course, the athletes and their coaches. And this is the main thing because it's not easy for anybody to take a plan and okay, this is the plan I will follow. There's many barriers that you should have to surpass, and we develop during these years. We develop some kind of trust in each other's work, and technical coaches in different parts of Spain are trusting in this case in my work as a coordinator of the physical or global preparation, because it's not only strength training, endurance training. It's about how to manage all the loads that we have, because the technical part is the 80% of our training. I'm talking about Taolu, but also about Sanda. So if we should be aware of that, we should be aware of that, and how we develop that trust, how we develop that trust with results. Yes, it's one part, but mainly talking with them, explain the things, explain everybody what's the goal for each week, for each block of the periodization, for each part of the plan, and try to support them and to communicate with them as much as you can. It's tough, yes, it's tough. Sometimes you answer obvious questions, maybe, but there's no obvious question if you have it. So if you have a question, please just let me know. I'm always telling the same, because if not, it's impossible to go everybody to the same point. We have to put many people on the same page, and when we are in the same page, we can work together. And after that, the results and the positive vibes will come. The organization, how was the organization for the plan, for the strategic plan of Spain, not only for the Euros but also for other championships, the World Championships and others, some others. Always, I deliver a full plan, complete full plan, but the main thing for a plan is the adjustments. The adjustments are based on constant communication. We are weekly, or sometimes daily, adjusting all the things that athletes should do. We have, in this case, 11 athletes. The 11 athletes have a plan, but they have their particulars, their special exercises, their adaptations for I'm having this trouble, I'm having pain in my knee, I'm having pain on my torso or in my hams. Sometimes you have to, okay, hear that and take some decisions, and sometimes say to the athletes, let's go, this is the tough part. But the weekly adaptation, it's also uh, a main thing for us in this kind of plans. Okay, so when I deliver a full plan, I try to explain it in simple words for the athletes, but also for the coaches, and trying to get them in the big plan, the big idea of what we will do during these 6 weeks. I will talk about the Euros training. It was a short plan, but it's not so different in the way of working. Of course, the contents, the exercises, the loads will be different because we have plenty of time. But the theme for us in this time was to get we are uh, I have to put you in context. We had the national championships, and 3 weeks um, after that championships, the national team was old, and we started to work with them, and we make for the plan a first week of shock, of adaptation, because after the first week we have national holidays, the Holy Week. I don't know how to say that in English, but maybe it's the Holy Week, the Semana Santa. Correct me if I'm not precise. So we use these 3-4 days of training as a block of load. Yeah, Easter. Thank you, Vincent. Yeah, we have Easter. Yes, we use that 4 days as a shock for their bodies to say, hey, after the Easter, you will have tough training. So prepare. It's a way of telling the body, okay, you will have to work after this. So always you have a big load of physical training. You have to recover. You have the Easter days. Okay, recover, and then you will be super compensated, or at least compensated. The next weeks were the toughest. The second one increased the load. The third and fourth week was the health for them, because we combine we combine the intensity, the increasing intensity, but also the volume. And this is the tough part in these weeks. This is always the tough part when the intensity are growing and the volume are high. Their bodies says, wow, this is real tough. But they was conscious about that. I tell them there will be 2 weeks that will be like something tough, hard, something you have to eat and you have to process. Don't go apart, don't fall, but here to your body. If you have pain, if you have some issues, of course you have to tell me, because we have to adapt. And it was the case for some athletes, but for others it was like, okay, this is my 4 weeks of load, and after this I will live in Hawaii, because I will deload the volume of training, but I will pushing hard in each training. I mean, they should do sanda fights, they should do full taulu routines, so the intensity comes there, but not doing too many exercises of preparation of chip and gong and something like that. And this is the whole picture for them. But we have a detailed plan that I will share with you after some slides. But having everybody in the same page, it's easy to ask the athletes, push a little bit more, or wait, we have plenty of time to recover. So this is the main point here. And we have not only not a robot, we have 11 athletes, and of course their coaches. Some of them are the same, but some of them have 2 or 3 coaches, and we have to communicate properly and know how to prepare or how to adapt the week to each athlete. For example, when these issues with the knee, Jose has a trip to China and coming back with some issues in their heel. uh, Laura was a newbie in this, and each week was too high, too very tough. Lucia was studying, and the exams, the stress of the exams, and the stress of the trainings was tough. So we have to adapt of to everybody. The same thing for Sergio, Aldan, for Esteban, for Benito, for Vic, for Fran, and of course for Liam. Each one has the same plan, but different adaptations and different parts of the plan that should be focused on them. And of course, we have the judges, that judges and technical staff. Uh, um, Jose, Juan, and Noah. Noah is both judge and tech and coach, and they share with Noah many trainings and many things that develop the high level of Spain. It's not only about physical training; it's about the technical thing, the normative, the rules, to know how to use the rules in your advantage. And of course the communication of all the board of technical directors of the federation, that are also coaches. Ramon Quina, Jose Ramon, Jose Maria Guardiola, and this smiley guy. But also their coaches from, of course, Raul Estevez, the coaches from Sergio, from Laura with Jose Antolin, and we have to communicate with as much as we can to put everybody on the same idea at least, because I propose the plan, but they are in their daily life, so the adaptation should go in a line. We have many talks with Chema, with Ramon, with Noah, to adjust some of the cases of the team. So because mainly I'm in Galicia, Ramon is in the País Vasco, Chema is in Madrid. Some of the athletes are in Madrid, but others are in Albacete, in Cuenca, and it's not easy to put all the things together and work. Okay, why? Because the easy thing is not to talk with anybody and okay, see you in the Euros. But with that approach, for sure, we will not have these results. So the communication. I put you in a map. This is Spain. Okay, some I'm here in A Coruña. Esteban is in Santiago. Ramon is in the País Vasco, in the Basquian country. Most of athletes are in Madrid. Some are in Albacete, are in Cuenca. But other times was in Valencia, was in Andalucía, and in Asturias. So the thing is to communicate properly. España. uh, I, I I will not have questions about which is this province. Okay, this is not this is not an exam. So with all of this coordinated working for the same goal, we have the performance that we want. At least, at least, at least. I'm very proud of all the athletes, all the coaches, all the things that we did to achieve this kind of ecosystem of working together. So from here, I clap them because it's not easy. They demonstrate their humbleness and thank you for the words. But it's to put everybody in context. It's not a question of one person. It's a question of many people with the same goal. So thank you, and let's go for the secret plan. This is the main secret, okay? We can stop here the stream and say goodbye. Thank you for the subscribers. Goodbye. But no, we will talk to you with so many things. What's the other secret? Lo premo. 80% of hard work, really hard work, and 20% of good vibes. But I can assure mainly it's 120% of good vibes and 80% of hard work. Why? Because if not, we cannot maintain this level of tension, this level of illusion. Because when we are training so hard, our mood is going low. When I have uh, all the athletes asking me in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, early in the morning, at the next day. Dan, I need this. I have this problem. I have this. You have to calm and say, okay, this is the 120 time that I answer this question, but we are here for a goal. So it's the thing is to focus uh, and knowing what's the main goal here is to provide them the best assistance that we can provide. Of course, we are not professional. Federation did not pay us, but we have the illusion of improving our level of wushu, our level of performance, and if they are better, the next generation will be even better. And we already saw that in the Euros. So that's the main thing. Yeah, of course, God, you have to be patient, and everybody know I have sometimes I have a rush, but with a good sense of humor, bad jokes, it's one of a thing that provides you the most of the sustain for the 80% of the hard work. Hard, and I will put here smart work, because it's not about to be how to say, is to be tired. Oh, this is I'm very tired after this training, so it was a good training. No, sometimes, and we have to talk with athletes. Sometimes the trainings are not uh, so tough for them, but for their nervous system, yes. But they don't feel it in the moment. They feel it 2 days after. So uh, that's the thing when I'm talking about communication, when I'm talking about what is the plan, and what will be the path of this trip or to performance. So we're gonna review at least only a chip of the 6 week, only to explain some of the things, not to go too much too deeply, too much in deep. So sorry, it's in Spanish, but there's no problem at all, because the main things are explained by me right now. We always have yeah, the first page is only motivation. A message for the coaches, for all the coaches, okay, to explain them that they are the main characters of this, and without them I cannot work properly, because they will have to adjust my proposals to the athletes in the day, and they are the best prepared to how to know the athletes and to say them, yes, you can push a little bit more, or you should be uh, one step ahead. Some key points of strategic for the Sanda people to know what they will find on the championship, and what they need to focus on their trainings. The same thing for the Taulu people, for one of the national coach, Jose Maria Guardiola, and of course the general ideas of the plan by me, because this is also for the athletes that they understand all the things that they will pass through, the same chronogram, some objectives to motivate them, to know them, to let know them what is your level of strength training right now, what is your strength level, and what should be, and we will work for this, and we will push in your case for this and this. So only also, sorry, also to let them know about if you are stronger, your injury probability will be lesser. It will never be zero, but it will be less. Some, of course, some data for them, for the Sanda, about the strategic, how is the new Sanda, how is the new Taulu elite, and how is the level, which is the level of top athletes for females, for male athletes. And thank you right now for sharing with me, Samuel Montalvo and Eric Tang and Matthew and some other authors, to share with me this data, and to let them know, to give them some tools to prepare mentally about what they will have to pass through. Again, will be the the big lines, okay, of volume and intensity, but the main thing will be in each training some contents of the training, technical part, strength part, why we pick some exercise like deadlift, like the tractions, the horizontal tractions, the squat, the Bulgarian exercises, the push press, the snatches, the um, facilitated jumps, the core exercises, why we should do it and why we pick these kind of exercises. And in the topic of endurance, how can we develop that? Okay. And for example, I can put the sanda, but I can also put the taulu. Okay. The I already tell you, the first week was like an introducing week. It's a small high load, and then Easter recover, and then the second week we have national training together. So it was the best opportunity for all to put our minds in the same point and focus on the next steps. So after that, we in each week we put some key points for the technical part, for the strength training, and for the endurance training. In this case, for the second week, we have some sets of Nandu with some rest, 3 sets of Nandu with um, sorry, with 60 seconds of rest. This kind of work is the work that I provide to them, and then coaches select all the work, or even they modify to each athlete. The same thing, for example, on the Wednesday, Thursday, full taulu, by sections of 2 and 2, resting 45 seconds and then go again. And the Saturday we have control, the first full taulu control. So they know what they will have each day. So it's easy for their minds. And for the strength part, the plan for the strength part. Some blocks of power training, some blocks of strength training, and two approaches for newbies and for advanced athletes. Advanced athletes that are training with me or with us, like 2 or 3 years of regular strength training. And of course, the hell of the bikes, the air bikes, or something like ergometers, 2 days of training, because this kind of training, it's not easy to do it, but the reward is so high. And after the training they can go to the technical part without any major issues. Sometimes they have to stop like 45 minutes, recover, and and say hello to everybody again, because some of them go to the clouds and then go back again to the earth. And they know. The next week the same thing, and we make evolutions from the technical part, from the strength part, from the endurance part. The fourth week, this was the second cycle, of this preparation was really tough. This esforzarse is it's mean to put effort, put all your efforts on these 2 weeks. Okay, so mentally they are always trying. I'm trying to put them in the right focus, the right aim. Okay, and after that, after these 4 weeks, that's 4 weeks, only 4 weeks. We have the recovery part, and we started 2 weeks before the European Championship. So we go with the volume so low, we maintain the intensity, the technical part with video reviews, with I review, I put some corrections, I try to develop my speed again, I review again. So it's a it's a work of it's a dedicated work of each athlete. They are responsible for themselves about what are the effort that they put on the main exercises of the preparation. The strength training goes from 2 days a week to only one, and then another kind of power training. And the endurance part, it depends on the athlete. I was talking with them. Some of them did 2 days. Some of them did only one day of training. 90 seconds on the air bike with sprints of 10, then rest, sprints 10 seconds, then rest 20 again, sprints 10 seconds. And we share some data, and because we are doing this kind of endurance training to simulate the taulu, the full taulu, or the full combat, the three assaults of the three bouts of combat. Okay, and the week of the Europeans, we have only like one serious training, and the other was like, okay, only like ego lifting. Okay, we make a strength training with some tests to let know the athletes that they are in shape, they are stronger than before, and they are recovered to go 3 or 4 days after to a championship and perform like they want. That's the point. That's the point. And of course, we have some simulations of fatigue during those days, one or two tests of full taulu, but only to develop not not the shape, okay, not to put them in shape because they was in shape, but to develop also their confidence, to to feel them prepared, to let them feel them prepared. Of course, we have some other things. We have some other things explained for in detail. I will not stop too much here, but it's about the endurance training with the assault bike. We can do it with other ergometers, but with the assault bike, it's easier for us to adjust the load and to simulate. And of course, some insights of nutrition, recovery, stress management, some doping advising, doping information that are important for all the athletes to know if you are having some pills or you have asthma or something like that. This is only information in Spanish. I will not stop with this. And of course, the important thing for me, it's to let the athletes know that the diary control that I provide to them gives me tons of information to adapt, even being on the distance. being 500 kilometers or 600 kilometers apart, I can adjust many things because it's a it's a safe space between me and the athlete, when where the athlete share his feelings but also his physical state, and each day you have collecting data and you can make some decisions. Sometimes you feel that the athlete are completely smashed and it's like too fatigued, sad, with a black cloud inside his head, and it's not. So you tell, please, today just chill and take a couple of days of rest. And of course, the last part of this stream for today will be the after training, post competition detraining that started this week and continues the next week and the next one. Okay, but we will talk about that after. Any questions till here? I'm so boring with it when I'm explaining these things.
Salto, reboto, máximo, freno.
Some kind of weekly adaptations of exercises. Some prevention exercises that I provide them to let their ankles feel better because they have tons of jumping. Some preparation for their back muscles and for the hams, for the soleus and that's yeah. The deadlift variations. Easy weight for this guy, advanced athlete. Some variations of pull-ups. Variations also of jumping to teach their bodies how to use the elastic energy, and this is an exercise that I love very much. It's performing quarter of squats so quick, a half squat so quick, and going as deep as you can and try to go up. You have two variations of this exercise. One is only focusing on speed, the downward speed, go down as quick as you can and up, go up and up. And the other is jumping in each one, jumping in each one. That's when you are an advanced athlete, you can do the second one. Cuarto. And some blocks are with high loads or medium loads, and the other blocks are with light loads. And sometimes that light loads, the athletes feel like I'm not able to push because it's so lightweight, but their minds are working so hard to put all the newtons, all the strength, all the 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 neural stream downwards to use and to fire all the motor units on their muscles. Some power trainings, derivative, Olympic derivative variations. Very well executed. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. For this preparation, it's one of the first time that for national athletes I use some kind of plyometric exercises. And some of you will ask me, but the plyometric are always useful for Wushu athletes. Yeah, that's true. But the risk reward are so high. So many times this first approach is more than enough to get your 5 or 10 inches higher your jump, and it's enough. But when these euros uh, said to us, you will not have Nandu, so we can focus on speed movement of a quick kicks. So we develop some exercises with the athletes to improve that speed,
¿Vale? Salto, reboteado. Y cambio, cambio.
teaching them how to break forces, but also how to change the position of the body as quick as they can. That is Wushu, it's Sanda, it's Taolu.
Bastante buena, no pasa nada el desequilibrio. Pelearemos. Lo sigo, ¿eh? Ahora sí. Uno, baja. Salto, reboto, pam, pam. Eso es, distintas alturas en función de los pies.
I love this team because even being 8,000 kilometers away, they perform the exercises, they send you the videos, and they bother all the Chinese athletes. This guy is quicker than the Chinese guys at the bottom. But also for the Sanda guys with some light loads on the ankles to stimulate them. It's not half a kilogram. It's 100 or 200 kilograms. You have to use the less amount of load that don't modify your technique. If not, you are training other things.
Qué buena.
Progressive jumps. I love this exercise also. Everybody that trains with me knows that, because it allows you to reach your optimal height of dropping, of the optimal drop height. To reach this, the subsequent jump will be higher. So it's easier than performing box jumps or deep jumps, and it's specific from the carpet. It's only an overview of 2 weeks of the strength part. Inside of or in the back part of the preparation are all the data that allows me to have and to make decisions. This preparation was this part and this part, but in the case of this athlete, I have data from him, from other preparations, okay, and for the World Championship preparation. So it allows me to know how much can I stress the athlete, and to know when he's in a window of injury or too much stress, or when he's having too easy trainings. So the thing is, this is the intensity, the perceived intensity, the number of trainings, the load per week, the time that they spend in each week training. Okay, the columns are the time of training and the intensity. Okay, and here is the perception. In this part is the perception of the athletes. muscular, the green is the muscular pain, the yellow is the fatigue, the red is the stress, the perceived stress, and the quality, the blue is the quality of sleeping, okay, the sleep quality. So the lower the numbers, the better for us. So in the first weeks was like wow, it was tough for them, but the after this week, the thing was better. The sleep quality improves a lot, and then goes when the competition comes. It's normal that the sleep quality goes again to not that good. But if we have to invest in something, it's to have good sleep, because if the athletes sleep well, they recover, they perform better in each training. And if they have problems with sleeping, they should always incorporate a siesta, Spanish siesta, a small naps, 26 minutes nap. It's a good solution. But also the distribution of the training, of the time of training. How much time of the week do you spend doing the technical part, doing the strength part, doing the endurance part, and along the weeks. This is the data from the World Championship, but it allows me to have insights about this is good for the athletes, or this is in the danger part, in the danger zone. So, for example, in the preparation of the World Championship, the first weeks was okay, but the 7th and 8th week, that was the toughest weeks. We have some issues here, but it wasn't an injury, but the feeling of the athlete was like it's been so tough. So the next week we adapted and then go back again and again feeling positive. Other things when we are looking for knowing the internal load of the athlete, on how is the training affecting the athlete. One of the things is to use, of course, a heart rate monitor, and I will explain after why we use this here, and how we combine it with the bike. Okay, and this is a film by Christopher Nolan. This is the most beautiful video that I ever seen doing this. This is the heart rate.
Hasta allá. Bien.
%90 of the heart rate achieved in the first 30 seconds, 29 seconds. Wow. Wow. Hey, incredible.
Va. Muy bien. Arriba. Qué bien, Aldán. No flojeo, va.
I love the captions.
Está increíble. Acaba duro, va. Qué bien.
Incredible. Christopher Nolan likes this video. Incredible. Breaking limits. Breaking limits. Uh, it was so didactic for anyone that wants to know Wushu. This is the putting 100% of effort doing your Taolu and not having any minute of uh, loose movements. Each movement has sense, has intention, has intensity, and this is the result. So when we design endurance training, we want to achieve something like this. Yeah, that's a good point. Now we have to learn how to do our routines in our 80%. 80% of your strength, it's possible, but the physiology is against you and everybody because you have big muscles and big muscles need a flow of oxygen, and flow of oxygen comes from the cardiac bomb, uh, and making that bomb beating bam bam one, while the alveolus and the lungs take some air inside and boom 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 boom. So this level of effort, of course this is a young athlete. If I perform a taulu right now, I can barely, even doing my best effort, I can barely get 182 at most because I'm older right now, of course. But it was fun to see this, and so didactic. So thank you for the cameraman and the performer. It was so nice for me to see this and to share with all you people. And this was like other days. They send me in the bike part. We try to simulate the fatigue. So we have some test, and after the test we perform some watts. Okay, you have to perform at 80 to 90 100 900 watts, and you're doing do the 1 2 3 4, and you see how the fatigue develops. I love particularly the heart. I love you guys. So we see this thing. We see this thing. We simulate the effort doing 10 seconds maximum test, 20 seconds maximum test, and then rest, 60-second maximum test, and then 90 seconds maximum test. But other days we simulate other kind of efforts, like 60 seconds doing at 40%, and your heart rate are reaching that red, that 5 red level. So you train on your maximum effort zone 4 minutes during this training. So it was good for improving that part, and it was good for letting you, the next one you did or you do some taulu, it will be easier for you and for everybody that performed this kind of trainings. But, and I'm reaching to the final things. Even doing everything right, injuries will still occur. And what that was the case for a lovely athlete called Victor de la Plaza Schnipa, that have a very tough moment during a competition. He was competing and he has some feelings inside. And in the next mm, Aulu, he has even worse sensations. So 20th of April, he has that. And when I see the athlete in the competition, I said, fuck, we have a problem. We we will have many issues to get not in shape. I was not worried about that. To get without injuries, the main goal, not injured, to the European Championship. And this athlete wants to win. So what was the injury? Was an abdominal tear, a big abdominal tear, and a small rib fracture during the competition. The next day he was to the physio, and they confirm with an echo, with an echography. They said to him, yes, it's torn, it's completely muscle is broken. So we have to make magic to get there without any issues. Grade 2 fibrillar rupture in rectus abdominis. Yes, that's it. That's it. So at that moment, we was talking, of course, all these days, and we said, okay, minimum training that provokes you any kind of pain, because if you stimulate the pain when you have muscle injuries, your brain will say it, okay, don't use this muscle, don't send substance to repair the muscle. Let this muscle go apart, and it will be an uh, slower recovery. And of course, if we use pills, we have the problem that you will not have pain, but the muscle recovery will be also slower, because biochemically it blockades some biomarkers that provides you the opportunity to build new muscle and new fibers. So the main thing was like, okay, right now we have to trust in our 4 weeks of training. And I tell Victor, for sure, you will not have problems of being in shape. The problem is you thinking about, I'm injured, I cannot perform as I want. Of course, his specialty is sword and spear, and his movements, his stop movements, depends on the flexibility of the trunk. So it was a really tough moment. Was a really tough moment with another athlete. Maybe wouldn't be that good outcome, but this athlete completely um feel that he can recover if he do the right thing, and he did everything in his hand to recover. He was with the team, even being injured. He was with the team during the trainings. He was cheering them up, and during the travel, we was talking about if we have pain during the competition. Of course, we will use pills during the competition because we don't have the opportunity to heal during the competition. But the feeling, the first day that he touched the carpet was like, damn, I'm okay. I can do it. So we get so happy. And the next is story. You know what the thing was. How was the thing? European champions. Congratulations, Victor, again. And doing the right things when we have problems. and trusting each other was a thing that not most of people do. Congrats, Diablo. Congratulations, Diablo. So this is the team. This is the team. The Spanish team. Maybe other team in the next Europeans or the next World Championships. But the hardcore of the team is not only about the people. It's about the feelings they have, the enjoyment, the the way that they enjoy the competition, because they put all their efforts on the preparation during those weeks, putting 100% of their efforts, and now it's the right time of enjoyment. It's not going party every day, no. It's going party after the competition, of course, because we have to celebrate. But it's about having the feeling of team, and these things are not prepared. These things are natural. So I'm very proud of this team. I'm very proud of this team. And to sum up, how was the real approach of the competition before the party? The goal for us, and I tell them as the coach at that moment, spend the minimum time at the venue, at the sports hall. The minimum. I will warm up with them, for each athlete, the minimum thing, because yeah, I many of us commit the same mistakes. Too much time during the competition, uh, warming up too hard. It's the warm up is like a checklist. It's only to check the right movements, the difficult parts. How can I sleep with this house auto? How can I feel during inside the lati? How is the measures, the real measures of the lati? And I work a lot of spending the less time on the waiting area. We have some kind of problems with the calling volunteers that was also always asking, where is Spain, where is Spain? And Spain was competing, was doing the thing, waiting till the last minute to go, not to wait too much there, because with 2 to 3 minutes inside the waiting area, the athlete starts to think in many things, to plan, to feel, and you have to focus the athlete. Sometimes make some jokes, so sometimes only to say some words, or okay, let's focus on step by step. We are gonna perform like this, and when the days are going, the feelings are increasing because you are remembering the last day. So the next thing is 3 days of competition. Each day is a new competition, and I have some beautiful moments with the athletes. Like, okay, the first day I performed so well, so today I'm really nervous because I want to do it even better than yesterday. And I say, don't worry, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna go step by step. Please hear me during the routine. And if we make any mistake, don't worry. We have the full tableau again. So step by step, they compete so good. And the last day, that is the worst day, because their focus, their concentration are like so low because they are tired. They are get used to the people. They are not with the arousal part. Like, wow, I'm 100% of focus. The last day is okay, we're gonna get confidence about doing what you know to do. We're gonna make many exercise using the weapons. I don't know how to say, handling the weapons, to get confidence, to know the feeling, and to develop again that focus on the main thing, on the main part of the competition. Each day of competition is different, but it's one day don't will have an effect on the other one, for positive and for negative. And being conscious about that, it's important. And to end early, almost to end the post competition training. Why the post competition training, and why I insist so much in the post competition detraining? Because these 6 weeks they suffer an stress, a controlled stress, a voluntary stress, but it's like a drug. It's hard drugs, and you have a level of effort every week, and your bodies get used to having that kind of substance in your brain, in your body, the tension. So the best way to recover is not to fall on this over the sofa or in the bed, or getting drunk every week. No, the thing is to train with less intensity, and then get back again to the right way of training. And after that, you can start a new plan, a new goals. The week of this week, I tell everyone, is so difficult. Don't analyze too much your competition. It's better to analyze the second week or the third week. Is difficult because everyone wants to see themselves performing. Oh wow, this was good, this was bad, but we have too much feelings inside to judge correctly our performance. So 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after, 1 year after, but we don't have that much time. You have the good the good glasses to analyze yourself properly, and to contrast your feelings with the coaches, with other athletes, and to put new goals with 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 you, and with your next steps on your path to new levels of performance. So until here, it's the talk of today, about the strategic planning for putting your body in shape, putting your team in communication, and the team get also in shape, and to detrain the people to have, after this detraining, better results. Because if not, we will have problems of sleeping problems, injuries, overuse injuries, and many kind of things that are easily avoidable. So for today, you can, of course, after this, okay, study all your performances, make analysis like we did, but not this week, the next week. And remember, the thing is 120 good vibes and 80% hard work. And if you need anything, it's the right moment to ask the PhD. Mappy, thank you for your words. Thank you. There was many people that yes. I like this. I like this. 20 minutes. Yes. Yes, it's fixated. It's nailed on the chat. 80% hard work, one 120% good vibes. Do you have any question or any doubts about something that we did, or some comments, uh, or other approaches of other teams? Um, let me just let me know. Just let me know. And if not, I will have some coffee with you and let's play something together. You know, this is the moment when I. Okay, one question. With the Hooper scale, how do you use the data to decide with some of the data in what I'm fixing? Okay, okay, I understand the question. I understand the question. Uh, let's what okay. I anonymizate this. Okay, this is the full data, and each athlete will have different levels of for you. When I ask you from 1 to 7, how was your sleeping quality, Aldam? And you said to me, "Oh, it was a good day. It's a 5." And I say, well, "Wow, a 5 is not a good day, but it's your 5." The thing, it's you have your mean, your average, uh, your mean values. So for this guy, for this guy, we was working in his quality of sleeping during this preparation. I said to him, uh, you need to improve a little bit more your sleeping. And the next preparation, we have such a big improvement in his sleeping. But the mean of this guy was like this. So each value below the 3 will be good, and it's independent for each part. For example, 3 to 4. Of course, I have some visual aids. When you reach a 3 point something, it puts in danger, in orange. Or if you have less hours of sleeping that I recommend to you, it tells to me, nah, this week sleeping time was a problem. So the scale will be affected. The scale of, oh, sorry. You don't see anything. Sorry. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Uh, sorry, 90%. Yeah, better. Okay, so it will inform me of the sleeping quality, the number of hours that you slept, and the level of Hooper scale. Hooper scale is the sum of these values, and if this sums more than some value, it makes me an alert. But more than the alert, I'm always looking to your mean values. Okay, I'm explaining it correctly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the way it works. And the same, for example, with the load, the training, and the number of training, the intensity of training. We make some adjustments about that, and sometimes we have to correct the data because the scales sometimes are too soft or too hard for the athlete, so we have to adapt to it. And the same for the Euro Championships. That's of course it's easier for me to see like this, but I'm get used to see the other part, the other part. Okay, any more questions? Okay, okay. Thank you for the question, Aldam Usurero de Premo, de Premo. I'm here for you. I will not go anywhere. I will not go anywhere. So, for example, other preparations for the World Championships was much tougher. Much tougher. I will put this. Yeah. Mm, to yeah, yeah. It's better. Yeah. Nah, not bad. Not bad. For example, it was many weeks of the preparation for the 3 months for the World Championships, divided in one or two adaptation weeks, and after that, 3 blocks of training with one a big deload in each block, but the intensity comes a little bit higher. Why I don't start like this preparation with a very high intensity? Because they have to survive during 3 months, and if I put them with too much intensity from the beginning, we have the problem that we will be in shape during the second month, but after 2 months of reaching top intensities, the third month you will be like shit. We will be fed up, so tired, and with many problems, small injuries that wouldn't not allow you to perform at your desired level. And that's the reason why I always adjust depending on the time that we have, on the goals that you want. Of course, this is the general overview of the training, but each part of the training should go in following this line. Okay, I want to ask you a personal opinion. How do you believe that Taolu sessions could be optimized? I'm thinking that you are doing very good Taolu session respect of 10 years ago. Classic Taolu session was like Jeep and Gong, well, sorry, running, making diagonals, skipping, sprinting, and then rest on the stretch on the wall with the heel on the wall if you are able. If not, you only have pain, and 10 to 15 minutes of hard stretching, and then Jeep and Gong, and then positions, Mabu, and then jumping. There was a complete mistake in the order of exercises because you have spent your energy in the Gombu Mabu advanced, or in the Pubu stances, or in something like this, And after that, you want to have all your strength to land very high level jumps. That's a nonsense. That's a complete nonsense. And that's why years before, Wushu training provides so much injuries in the ankles, over the knees, and so on. Because we go to jumps in a fatigue state. So the improvement is to warm up as little as you can to develop your range of movement. After the develop of the range of movement, you can make some global exercise to get a little bit higher of warming up, feel the feeling of warming up. But after that, go to jumping. Go to jumping directly. One of the first things should be jumping. Of course, you have to warm up a little bit, but not making the super stretch thing. It depends on the goal of the session. If the goal of the session is Nandu, I will not spend too much time stretching before. I will stretch after if you need something, but I will prepare your body to landing mechanics. So the Nandu progression should be, the Nandu selection should be a right progression like you use with Chema, with Raúl Estevez, uh, a right progression and not spending too much time with each exercise. If you are preparing a world championship or European championship. But I put you an example of one of my students. We are using a different warm up because we don't have too much time. So he needs to improve a little bit his strength, but he is not able to handle too much volume of strength training. So we perform like 2 3 sets, and then we go to jumping, wushu jumping. We make some dynamic wushu stretches. Not only not chip, not regular chip and gong. Like okay, chenti tue, lihai tue, wabai tue, and okay, let's go jumping. We make some progression, and we select 1 or 2 jumps to work in the session, and we make 6 to 8 sets of each jump with their progressions, and then we go to the technical part. And after that, if he needs to stretch something, he stretches, because we are focusing only in improving these 2 jumps. I cannot improve 3 jumps in the same session. At least me or students like that has not too much time or not too much experience with strength training. So I combine those kind of approaches to optimize his time and then perform the jumps. Yeah, that's the point. The sense of mixing physical exercise and use that potentiation effect to use for the Taulu session. But don't get confused about the potentiation effect. Uh, if you do a real strength training with high volume, say goodbye to your legs and to Nandu. That's the problem. That's the problem. Um, yeah, they start with the big guns. How can I get the 55 centimeters in counter movement jump? That's the real question. Welcome to hell, Victor. You can reach using a ladder. Oh, that's not a bad point. That's not a bad point. How can I jump that it seems that I have Kaivo's lad standment? The Ukrainian guy. Ukrainian guy jumped a lot. It was amazing, the level of jumping. I'm betting like he perfectly reached at least 65 to 70 centimeters of jumping. I don't know if in the right test, but he was able to use all his body to propel his center of gravity to wow. It was amazing. But Victor, I bet you that with enough time you can reach 55 centimeters for sure. And why I'm telling you this? Uh, your performance maybe will not be better with that 55 centimeters. I always tell you all the same thing. When I was jumping the highest of all time, 65 centimeters constantly, with a squat jump very high, I was not able to control my body. So that's what when I learned to jump with less energy and to control my body. But of course, it will help you. It will help you, but it will provide you some other issues. Of course, the 720 bailén, it depends 100% of your jumping ability. The Swanfei Jiao, with 50 centimeters, you can do a 720 easy, but with less than 50 centimeters, you have a problem because you have to spin so quick, and to break those forces will be an issue, a big issue. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, what will be the problem for you, Victor? Not the problem, the way. Okay, we improve your jumping ability, but in a moment you will feel like you are not able to control your body. So you will have to readapt your technique to your new jumping ability. So we have to combine to do it perfectly and to make it possible. Yeah, for sure. You will. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So for today, it was fun for me. It was a fun session. I'm feeling that many of you at least have some ideas for working, or maybe you didn't know how we work this in Spain, how we work out like this in Spain. The good question. I have another question. Which is the difference among squat stop in the lowest point and not stopping? It's it's only question of making you a good human. uh, no, 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 no. Oh, I'm asking. Es para hacerte un verdadero hombre, Aldam. Oh, I'm answering this. Okay, why we use the stop on the squat? Okay, the problem when we use squat jumps is that your body are not enough aligned or with enough tension to hold the load and to make the bar with the load and your body one thing together. So the stop allows us to develop that ability. Point number one. Point number two, you are pushing in the lowest part. So at that point, if you develop a strength, when you want to break forces, you will know that you have enough strength in the lowest point to break any force. Okay, That's one of the other parts. And the third point is to develop your range of movement of deep squat, and your Mabu will benefit for that. So 3 for one exercise is like the supermarket offer. I'm the Lidl right now. Nanchuan Power, what are the best exercises to improve jumping height? It depends on the athlete. It depends on the athlete and the what is the weaknesses of the athlete. Some athletes are so strong, some athletes are so quick, some athletes don't know how to use their elastic energy. But any exercise derivative of weightlifting exercises, or jumps with loads or with different loads, light loads and high loads, are the best, are the easy way. But it depends on the profile of the athlete. By the way, thanks to one of the coaches of Madrid, and for sure in the future a very good coach for Spain. Um, that this guy, Danny, I was telling Adrian, no, Danny. Danny was making some strength, speed profiles, force velocity profiles of the athletes, to let me and to let the athletes know what are their skills. They are stronger, or they are better in the speed. So what will be the point of the next trainings with them? So with that kind of test, we can have the a clue, an idea of this. Anything more? Anyone wants to share something, some insights? And if not, for the people that will see this on YouTube in a couple of days, please just say it in the comments, and I will be more than happy to answer you, or to make some extra videos, or some chat, and or some meeting in our Discord. For sure, it will be fun. So if there's no more questions for today, it's enough. And have a nice Sunday. Have a nice week. Have a nice reflection week. Jornadas y semana de reflexión. Try to focus on the next things of the preparation for the Spanish athletes, and also the European athletes should detrain, because they also train a lot. Nothing more to say, nothing more to add. Only see you probably on our regular weekly stream on Wednesday, if it's possible. Monday will not have a stream. Tuesday will be impossible. So on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I don't know if will be international or maybe national. It depends on your questions and on the weather, maybe. So have a nice day, have a nice start of the week, and enjoy your Sunday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Cheers, and jayo, 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 jayo. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.